Hello y'all, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Teresa. I'm so happy that you're here. Today we are having ourselves a classic Sunday reset and I've already started off the day really well. I've got a lot done. I went to hot pilates with my friend Sarah this morning, so that was good to get a nice workout in. I was on a work trip this past week, Wednesday through Friday, so I haven't really done a workout since Tuesday. So I was in desperate need of a good sweat and it felt so good. I was sweating more than usual. I don't know if it's just because I've missed a couple workouts or if that class was harder or if the room was hotter. I'm not sure, but it was definitely a really good workout this morning. And then I went to Trader Joe's right after just to get my grocery shopping done. And then I'm starting this vlog in the living room because the kitchen is quite loud. I have the dishwasher and the regular washer going, so we are definitely getting a good start to our Sunday. I have a lot more that I want to get done, but first I need to go to the mall and do a pickup order. I just hate paying for shipping, especially when I live pretty close to two different malls. So if I can, I'd rather do a pickup order if it saves me like $6 to $8. Like, you never know how much shipping's gonna be. And they are actually a new pair of shoes for my wedding to go with my wedding dress. The last pair that I got, the size didn't work out. It was kind of weird. I'm between a 6.5 and a 7, and I usually order a 7 because I'd rather them be a little bit bigger than a little bit smaller. And the 7 was too big, so I'm like, that's fine, I'll order a 6.5. So I did an exchange, but then I got the 6.5 and they were still way too big, which never happens when I get a 6.5. So I'm not sure what was up with the sizing there, but I decided to just get a completely new pair of shoes. So let's go to the mall, pick up my shoes, and then we'll come back and make some lunch. From the store now, and I just finished eating lunch. I was talking to my mom while I was eating lunch because today is Mother's Day, so happy belated Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. I did pick up the shoes that I went to the mall for, and I also stopped in Aerie and I tried on a few things because I was passing the store and they had so many cute things on sale, so I just felt like I had to try a bunch of stuff on. There definitely were a couple cute things, but nothing was fitting me exactly how I would want it to, so I didn't purchase any of that. But I did get the clip that is in my hair right now. I saw this and I just had to have it. How cute is this clip with the seashells? So adorable, and it's perfect for my bachelorette and wedding that are coming up because they are both beachy, so I just thought it was super cute. I also just finished doing a couple different chores. I finally wiped down all the upper cabinets in the kitchen, which I've been wanting to do for so long because I could see the cat hair collecting on them. I love my daughters, but they are so hairy, so I needed to wipe those down. I'm glad that I got it done. It only took under 20 minutes. And then I just threw in a new load of laundry and then put the one that was in the washer in the dryer. So we are definitely getting stuff done today, and now I think I'm gonna get started on meal prep. I used to film meal prep every single week for TikTok, but I just got to the point where I was filming like exactly the same things. I am a creature of habit and I tend to make the same lunches or at least have the same rotation. So I just got kind of bored with filming it. I don't know if people were bored with watching it, but I was definitely bored. So I stopped filming them, but I am gonna film today just because it's been a while since I've done a meal prep video. I don't really meal prep breakfast anymore though. I just do the egg bites that I got from Trader Joe's earlier today, and then I'm gonna do maple chicken breakfast sausage with them just to make sure that I'm getting a really good amount of protein in. With the egg bites and 3 sausage links, it's about 30 grams of protein for breakfast, so that's pretty good to me. And then for lunches, I'm gonna do chicken teriyaki bowls. I'm gonna do a mixture of regular chicken breast with some teriyaki, and then also these meatballs that I got to try. They're the pineapple teriyaki meatballs. I think this is a new item from Trader Joe's because they have a different chicken meatball that I really like, but I have never seen this one before. I think it had the new tag on it, so I wanted to try them. Although now looking at the back of the package, I probably wouldn't have bought them because the macros are not amazing. They are super mini meatballs, so it says that a serving size is 6, but it's only 13 grams of protein, and I like to make sure that I get like almost 30 grams of protein per meal, so So I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing with these, probably more than 6 in a serving to like bump up the protein. So I probably won't repurchase, but I'll definitely let you guys know how these end up tasting because I am super curious. So I'm gonna get started on that now. I film it for TikTok, so I'll give you guys a little bit of behind the scenes, but I'm not gonna go super in depth explaining because I am gonna film it for TikTok. So if you do wanna see what I am meal prepping, make sure to check me out on Instagram and TikTok. Anytime that I ever say I'm filming something for TikTok, it also means Instagram as well because I just end up reposting the exact same videos to Instagram Reels. I know that a lot of people don't do TikTok, and even I'm like not really into TikTok. Like I post a lot of TikToks, but I'm hardly ever on the app. I have like 3 or 4 people that I really like their videos, and I'll just like go and see if they have a new one, and then I'll get off the app. But I seriously am never on the For You page. I immediately go to my following anytime I get on the app, so I'm never like discovering new people. I don't know. I think I'm in the minority there. I think a lot of people like going on TikTok and just surfing through the For You page, but that is like not my thing. So I do always repost my videos to Instagram Reels if you don't have TikTok. Okay, I'm really hoping that I get this done in under an hour, so let's see what we can get done. Okay, I am finally sitting down for I think the first time today, and I'm just gonna review my tasks and appointments and everything for this week. Maybe even the next 3 weeks. I feel like I just have a lot of like missed little things going on random days this month, so I just want to get everything in check and know what's going on. I definitely need to hydrate, so I got some water, and then I also got these protein pretzels. These are the, I think it's the brand Lenny and Larry Fitzels. I can't get with the name, but they are actually really good. This is the honey mustard flavor. I also really like the everything bagel one, and then I want to try the pizza one too, but it's been like a fun little different snack to have in my pantry. I've still been liking the Todoist app on my phone, so I have been still using that. And I have a couple overdue tasks in here that I want to try to wrap up, but then I also want to make sure that my week is just like scheduled and ready to go. Any appointments that I have, any to-dos that I really want to get done, I want to put in the app for the week. So this week on Wednesday, I have it's a private workout class with MK. You guys know that I usually go to her rooftop workouts on the weekends, and she is holding a private class, so I will be going to that on Wednesday, which I'm so excited for. And then on Thursday, Mimsy has a vet appointment. Colin's going to be taking her to that because it's in the morning, but I just want to make sure that I'm like available and aware and everything like that, and there if he needs to call me during the appointment. Friday night, I'm gonna catch up with my friend Julia. We're gonna do a FaceTime call and then watch a movie together. And then Saturday, I am getting my hair done because my bachelorette party is in 3 weeks, y'all. It is coming up so quickly. I was just catching up with my friend Ella on the phone a little bit about that, so just some like logistics for the beach day. It's gonna be so much fun. I am so excited, and I just can't believe that it's already almost here. But my hair is definitely getting pretty grown out, so I'm gonna get that done this weekend, and then it'll be like 2 weeks before the trip, so it'll be perfect. And it'll be perfect timing to get my hair done right now before this trip, and then the next time that I get it done will be before the wedding. So I'll have my hair perfectly done at both occasions, and it's like the perfect time span between. So I would say it's a little bit of a busy week. I do have things on most nights. And then next week is pretty busy as well, just with like different appointments. Like I just keep having appointments that I need to make, but then I also want to hang out with friends as well. So I just need to review my tasks for the week. I am 86% of the way through of Onyx Storm, so I'm finally getting close to finishing the 3rd book of Fourth Wing. Can't remember if I already mentioned this in this vlog earlier, but I did go on a work trip from Wednesday to Friday this past week, and so I had a ton of reading time because I feel like I just do my best reading when I'm on an airplane because I pretty much can't do anything else besides read or watch a movie. I do also edit content, so the first plane ride there to Michigan, I was editing the rest of a YouTube video, which I then posted this weekend, and then I also edited 2 TikToks, but on the flight back, I read only Onyx Storm the entire time, so like 3.5 hours straight, and it was so good. And at the very end of the flight, I hit a point at like it's like between the 80 and 85% mark. I have no idea what chapter that is. I like wasn't paying attention, but there was a part that made me cry so much harder than I thought I was going to. Like at first just like a tear escaped and I was like, okay, I'm just like tearing up a little bit, and then the tears wouldn't stop and I was like full on crying on this airplane. And I'm like, first of all, this is so embarrassing. The person next to me probably thinks I'm crazy because I started crying like relatively out of nowhere to someone else's eye, but I just hit the point in the book where I just started crying. Not sure if other people cried through Onyx Storm at the very end, but there was just a point that made me so sad, and I just like felt that moment to my core. I don't want to give anything away in case you haven't read it yet and you're planning to, but yeah, there was definitely a part between the 80 and 85% mark that made me cry really hard. But I think I'm gonna read a couple more chapters before bed, just because now that I'm like so close to finishing and I had that 3.5 hour stretch of reading, I'm like super into it now, so I want to get some more reading done. So I'm up here early getting to bed so that I can do that and still go to bed at a reasonable time. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on this Sunday. I feel like I had a pretty productive day. There were definitely a couple more things that I wanted to get done, but towards the end of the day I could just feel the motivation leaving my body. And I try to go against the grain of like the motivation train. You know, you can't always be motivated. Sometimes you have to do stuff, but I feel like I got enough stuff done earlier in the day that I don't need to like super go hard today, so I'm just happy with everything that I got done. And I do feel pretty prepped and ready for the work week. I've got Miss Gita here and Mimsy is down here right in front of me. They are going to be my reading company, and I'm just going to end off this video here. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.